Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're doing an update on the luxury project pan. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee and let's take a sip and let's get started. So project pan is when you pick a selection of makeup and then you dedicate yourself to finishing up the entire item. Now, back in January, I started doing the luxury project pan with several other ladies here on YouTube, but for the check-ins, we decided to do our own videos individually. So this is my 6-month check-in with my items here. Now I have to say, some items I have done really well with, and some items not so much. Let's go ahead and see what I'm talking about. So the first item, I went ahead and emptied completely. This is the Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh Tint. This is totally finished. It's empty, it's done. So I have completely hit pan on this item here. I am very happy about it, but I will definitely repurchase this one here because I love it. It's so light and fresh, especially for the warmer summer months. So I'm really happy that I finally finished this one here. It's also quite satisfying the way that the packaging is made because you can actually see how far along you are when you're trying to finish this product here. All right, next up is another foundation here. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. So I have made progress in this one here, but not as much as I did in the previous foundation, but I do have faith that I can finish this by this year because I did give it a good shake, but before I did that, you could actually see through the bottom of the foundation. So I think that I can hopefully, fingers crossed, finish this by the next 3-month check-in. I decided to do a check-in every 3 months. That way I keep myself more accountable because at first I thought I would do a check-in in 6 months or maybe a year, but I quickly realized that if I do that, I will forget which items I'm trying to hit pan or use up. So every 3 months I think is good for me. All right, next up is another item that I have used up. This is the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. So this one here, you can actually see through the tube. I have used this up completely. It is completely scraped. I have hit pan successfully. So I am really happy about this because I had picked 2 concealers at the beginning of the year and I am completely done this one, which is great. And I probably will repurchase this in the future. I won't for the time being because I'm currently working on a second concealer. So this is the Clé De Peau Concealer in the shade Almond. And this one here has an SPF of 25, which is really great. I mean, I wear sunscreen before I apply makeup, but it's always nice to have a little bit extra. And this one here is nearing the end. I have just a little nub of concealer here left. I am super happy about this. I love this concealer. I think I will definitely repurchase this one right away. But yeah, I am basically down to the nub. I don't know if there's any product inside the tube or if it just finishes flat, but I've done really great progress, so I will probably be finishing this very shortly. Okay, next up is a palette from Guerlain. This is the Terracotta face palette from last year's summer collection. So this is an item that I have completely forgotten about. This is a palette here with 2 bronzing powders. So the blush slash highlighter color over here, I'm completely ignoring because I don't really like it, but these 2 here I do like. And it's just a question of having too many bronzers on the go. That's why I haven't really been dipping into it. But I will try to use this more because I do really like this. I like the lighter one. It's a really beautiful subtle contour, and then I go in with the darker one just to add a little bit more definition. So as long as I keep this at the top of my makeup drawer, you know what I mean? Like, as long as it's in my peripheral vision, I will definitely use it up. So I'm definitely seeing a lot of use on the logos and on the detailing, so I have faith that I can hopefully hit pan on one of these here. My guess is I'll hit pan on the lighter color because it is lighter. I do dig into it more, so we'll see in 3 months where I'm standing. All right, moving on to some blush. I have here the Chanel Joues Contrast number 72 Rose Initiale. So if you see the rings at the center of the blush here, that is actually the pan. Those ridges are pan, which is quite exciting. So I am doing a lot of progress with this one here. I had a setback because I bought the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade Radiant Magenta, and I loved it so much that I became obsessed with it for a little while. So I neglected this blush here, but I think if I just dedicate myself to this one here, I will definitely finish it up by the end of the year. The thing with these Chanel blushes is that they're so pigmented, so it doesn't take that much to get the color you want, but I don't know. I know I can definitely finish it up by the end of the year. I would love if I can finish it up in the next 3 months. Especially because I saw on Instagram that Chanel is going to re-release some limited edition blushes very shortly. I think probably in the fall, but I think these are colors that they've had before that were well loved, and they're going to re-release them for a period of time with limited edition packaging, and I want to pick some of them up, so I need to finish this one up here. And now we're moving on to an item that is a complete fail. The product itself is wonderful, but I have failed at panning it or hitting pan whatsoever. This is the Diorskin Nude Air Luminizer in 001. It's a beautiful highlighter. It's really wonderful. Again, it's a problem of just having a lot of other items on the go, and I buy a lot of new releases to review, and so sometimes the older stuff just kind of gets lost in the background. And so I will definitely keep this at the top of my highlighter pile so I can try to use this up. I at least need to make some sort of little dent in this, but we'll see. This one here, I think I will hopefully be able to make a dent in it in the next 6 months. I will absolutely not finish it, but I can at least make a bit more progress. Okay, so now we have Chanel Les Quatre Ombres in Warm Memories. So this came out in the spring of last year. I totally fell in love with it, and I still really like it, but I think the mistake that I made is that a lot of these colors are definitely quite spring-ish, you know? It's definitely more on the purple side, more on the lavender side, and there is a really beautiful pink, but it's maybe not quite as versatile as I thought. Like, I don't think I can mix it with absolutely everything that I own. That being said, it is still really pretty. I just, you know, in the warmer summer months, I feel like I've just been reaching for a lot more blue eyeshadows, green eyeshadows, and I don't know if these mix that well. I mean, maybe the peach color could mix well. I think the peach color and the light transition shade are the colors that I've dipped into the most. So if I could at least hit pan on one of those by the end of the year, I would be very happy. I probably will not hit pan on every single shade by the end of the year just because of the sheer amount of eyeshadows that I own, but perhaps I can at least make a small dent in this one here. Okay, so now we have the Chantecaille single eyeshadow in Pangolin. Now, this one here, maybe I can make a dent because I've definitely used it more. You can definitely see some usage in the detailing here. There's no way that I will finish this up by the end of the year, but I think I can hopefully make a little dent and possibly hit pan, or at least get close to the pan by the end of the year. I won't be able to hit pan in 3 months unless I wear it every single day, but I think that in 6 months from now, around December, maybe I can make a dent in this one here. It is such a beautiful color. I love the shift and the sparkle. It's just a very specific look. Like, it's very purple and pink, which I love, but sometimes in the summer I want to wear like a bold, bright orange lip, and I don't really think that this goes with it so well, you know what I mean? I almost forgot to add this here. This is the Chantecaille Cheek Gelée in Vibrant. This goes into the face product category. This is a gel liquid blush. So I think I definitely underestimated how much product was in here, or was trying to be an overachiever by adding this to my project pan. I have been using it, but there is just so much product in here. I can definitely make a dent in this, but I will not finish this by the end of the year. I have faith that I can get through much more of the product. I just don't think that I will be able to finish the entire tube because I have other blushes on the go. But yeah, this is still in the running for Project Pan. Okay, so next up is another item that I completely forgot about. This is the same as the Guerlain face powder. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Color Chameleon eyeshadow sticks. This is in Dark Pearl. This is a beautiful color. It's one of those shadow sticks that you can just smudge on really quickly, use as a liner, throw on a mascara, and you're done. And I don't know why I haven't thought of using this in so long. I love the color. I love how it looks. I just often don't think of using it, and I need to just throw it at the front of my drawer so I can remember to use it, because it is really good, and I think I can definitely make a dent in this as long as I keep remembering to use it. Okay, next up we have two eyeliners. The first one here is the Chanel Stylo aux Yeux number 88, which is a black waterproof liner. So I definitely have made progress in this one here. I have about this much left of the product, so I think that in 3 months I should be able to use this up, depending on how many other eyeliners I end up using. And then I also have another waterproof liner from Chanel. This one is Intense Teal. Now, I have faith in myself that I can use this up during the summer months because I love to wear blue and bright, bold eye looks, so I think this will pair well with some more fun and festive summer looks. I have not made much of a dent in this one here. I mean, I think it's about halfway used. There's definitely more in this one than there was in the black liner. Although when I'm twisting it up like this, they kind of look like they might have the same amount of product. So maybe I can just do a couple really bold looks with this and hopefully use it up shortly. I love the color, but I just know that these waterproof liners don't last forever and I don't want them to dry up, so I'm gonna try to use this up this summer. Okay, so moving on to our last category, lip products. So this one here is the Chanel Rouge Coco Flash number 82, Live or Live. It's what I'm wearing today. It's just the most beautiful everyday nude. And so this is all I have left in the tube here. I have faith that I can finish this by the end of the summer. I just need to remember to wear it more often and then just finish it off. I probably would repurchase this immediately afterwards, but I'm just looking forward to panning this lipstick because I own a lot of lip products and I don't remember the last time I successfully went through an entire lipstick. That's kind of embarrassing. Okay, so next up is the Clé De Peau Refined Lip Luminizer in number 4, Dahlia. So this one here, I can't really twist up. I mean, I can twist it up, but I have a hard time getting it to go back down in the tube, so I won't be able to show you how much I have used up. But this one here, I think I could finish up in the next 3 months, definitely in the next 6 months. It's just like a really easy everyday pinky nude. So this one I have faith that I can finish up very shortly. All right, last but not least, we have a lipstick here from Lisa Eldridge. This is called Velvet Morning. It's a beautiful warm toned orangey red. So this one here, it's quite opaque, it's very pigmented, it doesn't take much to get the color payoff that I want. I definitely will not finish it in 3 months, but I think I could at least get it down, I could get the bullet down a little bit more in the next 6 months. As long as I just diligently wear a bright red lip, I think I can pull it off and hit pan, or at least wear this down a little bit more. Okay, I think that about does it for my roundup of my second check-in for my luxury project pan. This is a 6-month check-in. I'm halfway. I'm going to try to finish this round of project pan in a year. I think it's a fun project to do every year, to just have like a dedicated set of makeup that I try to use up. It's challenging in some categories, but other categories seem to just like fly through, so it's quite interesting. Please let me know what you guys think of this video down below. Are you doing project pan? Are there any makeup items? You know, you don't have to have a list as long as mine, but maybe 2 or 3 makeup items that you are trying to at least use up completely. Please let me know down in the comments. If you guys are new to my channel, I talk about nothing but luxury beauty. I do lots of reviews and tutorials, and also I have a new series on my channel called Beauty History, where I dive into the history and legacy of different fashion houses and makeup brands. So if any of that sounds interesting, please subscribe. Alright guys, I think this is all I have for you guys for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!